Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Campaign 20, Week 3, Day 1. So of course it wouldn't be a new patch week unless they mess something up. If I'm not mistaken, they still have not added the Gem Dragon yet. I believe they are working on this. They said they would do it once they get back into the office and tomorrow, which is technically now. Because tomorrow Australia time is like almost noon right now. So hopefully they'll fix it in the next few hours. But yeah, currently we do not have the targetable gem or cosmic dragon. We should have one rotating per week starting today. But yeah, it's still not here. This is likely to be fixed hopefully within the next day. Unless they said somewhere that it's going to be delayed even further than that. But I believe from what I last saw, they're going to try fixing it next time they get into the office, which would be pretty much right now. So probably even in the next few hours, it'll probably be fixed. As soon as we click the end stream button is the exact time they'll probably do it. But hopefully they'll do it during the stream. If we see a little mini patch, we'll go try restarting the game near the end of the stream and see if we can actually see how much it costs. Anyways, so as far as things today, of course, we have the Legends Reborn. With this, I guess we'll go read through the entirety of Karakoth. We also have the new map screen, of course. We have the new visuals on the thing, which has been around for a while for the quest dialogue, but we also have this new map, which came in just last Tuesday with the most recent patch. This affects all quest lines now, though of course this is the first time that most people get to see it, as you know, if you already have every quest line completed, this is pretty much the only time you ever get to see the new maps. Beyond that, yeah, it's just a visual change. All the battles, all the storyline is still exactly the same. It's a bit of a visual overhaul. There's also a bit of a visual overhaul on this screen, if not mistaken. Of course, just kill a bunch of purples, and basically, as far as getting all the rewards, you have to complete out this quest. You only have to do it once. No longer do you have to do it 5 times. You do only have a week to do so, but that's way better than before. So yeah, all you have to do is complete through this once, and you will get enough to max out the Ancient Horror Pet, which is probably the best of the 4, honestly. As far as the free one that you can end up getting from doing 200 purple kills, it is one for Catharix, which is not particularly well. The gem-related one is for Medea, which is pretty good because she does hit all enemies. You also get a lot of other knick-knack loots, like enough to max out a mythic and a bunch of food, some Imperials. The money one does have purple deed book, so if there was a time to go for it, it would be now, though it is pretty pricey. I think it's like 50 bucks for 16 of them. But if you want to buy power, this is a time you technically could. A bit pricey for it, but if that's something that interests you. You also get all the rewards on the right, assuming you complete out all of these. Though, of course, the main one that will normally bottleneck you is the money-related one. It's a little pricey for what you get in return, but purple deed books are pretty juicy. And, yeah, all that. And I guess we'll mess with raids and everything, as we still have the raid event, all the normal weekly stuff. And we'll go through there. Anyways, also thank you, Chad, for the continued support. Greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated again. Thanks a ton. Let me start all the way from the top. Hello, Mark. Hello, Bill. Hello, yeah. Hello, Jets. Also, why does my wrist feel so sore? I definitely ended up, like, sleeping on it wrong. Like, I was, like, on my phone last night and just, like, crashed at some point. And my phone was just, like, on the side. And, gosh, I slept on my body, like, so weirdly. Because I went to sleep before I was, like, trying to go to sleep. Kind of just crashed. I was like, hello, Tyrion. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Bill. Let's see. Yep, as Terry mentioned, definitely feel free to leave a like on the stream. Helps a lot and is greatly appreciated. Let's see. Just because I'm not streaming every single day. We're still streaming 3 times a week. Hello, Cookie. Hello, Isabel. Hey, on Sunday and Monday, it feels like the same because we do it back to back. Hello, Logic Slayer. Hello, Chad, and thank you again for the continued support. Greatly, greatly appreciated. Hello, Isabel. Hoping that's low too. Yeah, you can't buy specific ones. You have to buy them in order, which is kind of annoying. So it gets pretty pricey if you want to go all the way to the deed book, of course. But it's by that, like, by design, of course. Also, hello, Mr. Z, and hello, Logic Slayer, and hello, everyone else. Okay, so, let's do the questline reading, I guess. We'll start with the questline, and we'll go from there. Let's go completely butcher this reading. Actually, let me take a sip of water. Good old hydration. I only brought 1 water. I'm gonna run out. I'm gonna run out really quick if we're gonna be reading this. Alright, let's get into it. I don't remember this one. This is one of the ones you get into like really, really early on in the game. It's like one of the first 5 quest lines you would normally do. Like super, super, super early on. But anyways, In the shattered lands of Karakoth, I met a wandering madman. You're not from here. I'm a traveler like yourself. You don't smell of sorcery. You can help me stop the slaves. Also, Mike, can you please stand? I'm trying to get this mic so I can, like, not talk downwards. I know you guys can't see it right now, but it keeps, like, dragging down. Let's see. No webcam. Oh, yeah, I had it turned off. I forgot. Let me go change that. Wait. Little mini. Wait, that's not how you turn it on. There we go. Because I turned it off for the video thingy. There you go. We have webcam again. Anyways, let me start from the top. In the shattered lands of Karakoth, I met a wandering madman. You're not from here. I'm a traveler like yourself. You don't smell of sorcery. You can help stop the slavers. Oh yeah, I forgot. Don't click skip. Wait, what? Oh yeah, never mind. That already went through. That was all his dialogue. I thought he had more. It says the level as well. Interesting. As a screen also got changed a little. Oh yeah, this is one of the super early game ones. You can tell because there's not even 4 units on the opposing team. Oh gosh. I'm just gonna try quick killing them, I think, though. Sometimes I'll do like a fairer team, but their stats are like so free. We're just gonna quick kill them just so we can go read through all this stuff. Hello, Supernova. Hello, Maximus. Welcome. We're just gonna plow them down real quick. Just get through the reading. Because obviously this late in the game, these will be very, very trivial. That's the only slight weird thing now with the storyline, because now we don't have 5 tiers of them. You only get like the really low statted ones. So it's going to be very free to kill. Even as a newer player, they should be pretty easy to take out. The slaves were free. The strangers seemed pleased. The slavers never stop. Always more. Is it Dark Elves? Humans? Naga? All of them! Greedy! Cruel! But I am Ferret. I will burn them all! Ferret sniffed the air. Slavers! I taste it on the wind. The wind? Here shares secrets? Or the wind here shares secrets? Of course! Now let us turn blood into freedom. Lead on. Hello, Imperial. Welcome. Oh, there was a famous actor death? Which one? Let's see if I know who they are. Let's do the, do I have any idea what current events are? Let's see. Rip James Earl John. Alright, let me see if I can render anything. Nothing's coming up. James Earl Johns. James Earl Johns. James Earl Johns. This is someone I should probably know, right? That's sad, but I can't remember who they are. In all fairness, they're like, you could say like any name and there'd be a 99% chance I wouldn't know. But yeah, I can't even put a guess. I guess actor? Jones, not Johns? That doesn't help. I'm guessing actor, but that's just complete guess. Is it actor? Sport? Scientist? I have no clue. I don't know anything. I'm really bad when it comes to trivia on knowing anyone that exists. Oh, he was the Darth Vader voice. Oh, that's pretty cool. Like the original Darth Vader. I never actually watched any of the Star Wars movies, so I wouldn't know that. I've watched parts of some of them, but I've never watched like a single full Star Wars movie. So technically I was right when I said actor. I guess voice actor more so. Yeah, I've never seen any Star Wars movie from beginning to end. Actually, that's not true. I did go out with friends to see one of the more recent ones, but it was one of the ones that was like one of the worst reviewed ones, so I didn't know at the time it was like one of the most worst reviewed ones, but whatever one that was. So I don't have a good perception of modern or even generally Star Wars. Though the first video game I ever played was a Star Wars racing game for the N64. We definitely need to play it on the channel at some point. It's actually pretty fun. Did a port of it onto Nintendo Switch, which I haven't bothered buying yet. But I'll probably play the original on original hardware if I can get it working. Anyways, because I still own it. We defeated the Naga. Their blood is cold, but it still buys freedom. Slaves are power. Power breeds madness. Madness rules here. I don't understand. No slaves, no power. No power, no madness. Was he somehow trying to cure his madness? Now, we go to the Crimson Tower. The Crimson Warlock, he must die. Why is that? The stones of Karakoth wish for his passing. Here's Mufasa and Lion King. Oh, that I know of. The Warlock soul joined the old gods. What was his crime? I do not remember. Do you remember this tower? Yes, the colors have a familiar taste to them. Ferrets seem to be searching for something. What are you looking for? I don't remember. My sanity, perhaps? The stones will not tell me, nor will the wind, but Viridian Tower is nearby. Perhaps there. Now, why don't we have things like this as troops? Like, why isn't Viridian Tower a troop? Like, you know, a tower troop. Like, that'd be a good tower. At the Karakoth Viridian Tower from the lore. I wish I would add more towers to the game. We only have one tower, Leona's Tower. As far as player-owned towers. Oh, you're not dead. Oh, well, just you wait, Ancient Horror. We're going to get +5 to all stats for you for completing out this quest line. Pretty much the whole reason for doing this. The Warlock seemed to know Ferret. He called you Ver. Perhaps it was my name once. Perhaps. But now you're a ferret. The stones tell me I did something here. Something terrible. We continued east. Something is coming. Naga. I wonder what they're up to. We are in a web. Do you feel the ripples? Let's just hunt some Naga. I guess we're doing a comparison between the greatest and worst voice actors for this stream. Was it that bad? Why did it have to be snakes? The Naga mentioned Veer again. Veer? Who is Veer? I do not remember. Neither do the stones, the wind, or the voices. Perhaps if we find more Naga, then I may find my sanity. We must cross into the mists. The mist warns us and welcomes us. After you, then. These Naga have secrets we must pry loose. You could not do better. Oh no, I'm definitely not good at voice acting. Especially when it comes to female voices. It gets even worse. I do feel like there's a very small number of voices I could do. But anything that isn't those very few options, I can't do at all. I feel like we did a really good computer voice for when we did the 1000-Year Door playthrough. I was really happy with the voice that we ultimately ended up doing for the computer. Ferret, were you once a slaver? I do not remember. The voices are still in conflict. Let's return to Karakoth. Yes, there are still slaves to be set free. We approach a slave market. Have you remembered anything? No, but we must free more slaves. Do you have a plan? The earth cries out for freedom. Wonderful plan. Ooh, 3 fights. Yes, I can do a pretty good Valley Girl. Mostly because that's how, like, every female talks in New Jersey. Maybe not every female, but, like, more than normal. Something was amiss. Why do they need so many slaves? The warlocks are planning something dark. Are you sure? They're not just building something? The voices tell me they do not lie. The wind suddenly changed. The smells of power. In the north, they are seeking him. Seeking who? I do not know, but we must hurry. Where did my window go? Apparently if you click off of it, it gets you out of the battle. So what do you guys think of the new battle map screen? When I first saw it, I liked its visual, but it reminds me too much of, like, generic-y mobile games with how this is set up. Like, honestly, I like this, like, cool-looking map, but I don't know, it just looks really generic-y to me. Like something that, like, every other mobile game ever has done. The runes contained a strange daemon, a herald of old gods. Their power is what draws the warlocks here? Slaves, warlocks, old gods, all part of the web. I'm beginning to understand. Also, hello, AFCB, welcome, welcome. It slows things down, does it? I guess a little bit. Farah changed direction. The great library. We must go. You've been there before? I do not know, but I smell answers in the west. Then follow your nose. Hey, we actually went west. Look at that, consistency. It said we went west, and we actually went west. Because knowing them, you know for sure the path would have went east or north or literally any other direction. But nope, we actually went west. So welcome back, Chad. Welcome, welcome. Ferret's eyes widened. They are summoning one of the old gods. Then they will feed the slaves to it. That's monstrous. This is what happened before. I can feel it. Ferret turned north again. They will summon it in northern runes. I have trod these stones before, too many times. You remember? My sanity is returning, my friend. I do not like it. I would like to go back to being insane. Hello, Lester. Welcome, welcome. Also, I've already depleted all my water. I had a feeling this would happen. Doing dialogue sure makes you thirsty. I might need to go get another water after this. I might not be able to speak for the rest of the stream. Oh, what's nice is we only have to do this once now instead of 5 times. Much better than the system before. It's actually really quick now. If you weren't reading all of it, you could probably get the whole thing done in like 10 minutes. Which, how long have I been streaming for? I've been streaming for 20 minutes. So you could easily get it done in 10 minutes if you weren't reading all of it. Ferrets began to tremble. No! No! I remember! I summoned this beast, Aberrath. You were a warlock? So many lives lost. My mind was lost with them. We've reached the ruins. Ferrets was inconsolable. So much death, so much suffering. That atone, or then atone. Help me stop this ritual. My hands are forever stained. But yes, this madness must end. Oh, we're almost there. 3 last fights, and then we take out the good old Aberrath. Hello, Drew. Welcome, welcome. Did you see the old school RuneScape will have live private servers in the future? This is madness. Oh yeah, I'm definitely super against private servers. My biggest concern with private servers and something like old school RuneScape, particularly for like main accounts. Since I've come back recently, I've only been playing a hardcore Iron Man. But for something like main accounts, I feel like that's almost going to be like a dead man mode, like almost every week. Because if someone makes a really popular private server, you're going to probably make more GP by just grinding that private server and then transferring it over to old school RuneScape Gold than you will from actually playing the main server. It just seems like it's going to be a gigantic mess, and I really hope they don't do it. Like, I don't mind them doing sailing and whatever that will turn out as and everything else. But out of everything that they're planning on doing in the near future, I am, like, super against private servers. It's actually the main thing that made me quit Fall Guys, is when they started having, like, all the server stuff, all the, like, you know, custom maps, everything like that. And now Old School RuneScape's about to do the same thing, which is slightly concerning, but I don't know. It doesn't really affect me too much because I'll mostly just be playing Iron Man accounts. But if I was to ever play a main again, like, I could never go back at this point. Right, there we go. The final thing. Also, we probably will be playing Old School RuneScape this Thursday. We're really close to maxing already. I want to get it done already. I keep putting it off. It's something that should have been done like last April, like half a year ago, and I still haven't bothered finishing it. Anyways, the ritual had been disrupted. The slaves were set free. I cannot go on. You helped a lot of people today. I cannot live with the things I've done, but perhaps there is a way. I have an unusual request. Name it, my friend. You've earned it. Help me gaze upon Aberrath and return to madness. I reluctantly agreed. All right, let's go kill this thing. And of course, he'll join us. So we already have a ferret. Do you actually get an extra ferret from doing this? I don't remember. Because I know you get it the first time you ever do it. So of course we have like 1 billion copies of them. I wish I would have made him better. Even when he first came out, all he has is like a little poke mana drain. It's not that good. The wind tells you, or tells me you are my friend. Is my name Ferret? It tastes like my name. Is it your name? We were traveling together. It is your name. We were traveling together. And that was how I met ferrets. There we go. And then he became a useless troop for the rest of time. Oops, I still have the keto restriction thingy from the video. There we go. And he's been useless ever since. It's just a poke glass enemy and drain their mana. I'm not sure why they never buffed him. There's a lot of epics from Kingdoms I wish they would have reworked. He's definitely on that list. How long have I been playing this hardcore? I've been playing it since the 10-year anniversary. So last year. So since last year. So like February, March of last year or something. I've been playing it on and off. And we should be able to max before Varlamore Part 2 coming out later this month. I also have some other prep I want to do other than maxing beforehand. Originally, I was going to get my agility max and prayer maxed and herblore maxed with the new activities. But they took so long to release it, I'm going to be fully maxed before it does. Anyways, oh, that's the campaign thingy for Gems of War. Let's go do all the other stuff. We'll save on Rage for a little bit. Let's go clear some of the basic dailies. Oh, we also got to do a Delve today. Ew. Alright, let me do that first, actually. So I don't forget. That's like the most forgettable thing. Because this is something we normally wouldn't do as a daily. It is technically a daily you do want to be doing if you haven't already finished all Delves. But because we have, I generally don't touch it. Can we get a fact check? 1 billion copies of Ferret? No. Actually, I'm not sure how many were on that menu. I think I have like 500 something copies. Obviously, it's basically infinite. Anything beyond having it max is, you know, more than you're ever going to need. Was it only 218? I would have expected over the course of 10 years we would have gotten more copies than that. The drop table is pretty dense these days. Also, aside from new mythics, I don't really open for like broad drop table anymore. Is Underspire easy this week or not worth? I'm trying to remember what team it was. Oh, it's probably not worth. I'll still be doing the lower end range, you know, going to the 4th section. But no, it's basically skull spam, which is very risky earlier on in the game and in mid game, because the enemy will get more value from the skulls than you do if you end up missing. But yeah, Kedar, unless you want to RNG Deathmark, because the only thing you have option as in Kedar is either skull spam or Deathmark spam. And Deathmark spam is really inconsistent. But as far as options this week, if you have the mythics, you definitely want to build around either Rothamon and or Pharaoh Khafre. So mid-range stuff is like Keeper of Souls and just Chief Dagron. This you get from the faction, this you get in event keys this week. Lower range stuff, you basically just want to build entirely around the Tome Knight. It gains, it has 30% score reduction to a bunch of attack and armor gain while gaining barrier. And is probably the most survivable thing other than barrier hero that you're going to have. So really good for doing damage as well as tanking. And your whole team basically is going to be centered around a Tome Knight if you're going down like the low rarity route. Like the Tome Knight into Skeleton. Actually, we showed the team during the video. It was, not that one. This one. It was Tome Knights, the new weapon that you could just get from the raid event this week. Skeleton, which is a common you likely already have laying around. The highest rarity thing I used was Apophysis, so you don't even need this. You can just go like Keeper of Souls or some other thing. But she's an event key drop table this week, so pretty easy to get. And she has Empower, convert all greens into skulls, so you can get some alignment for more skull damage into your Tome Knight. You generally want to wait on this and wait until you get at least one Tome Knight cast off, so you can stack a bunch of attack and then start using her skull spam off Apophysis and Skeleton. And this is just to make sure you have resummon in case anything dies, as well as mass mana accumulation across the team, as well as back into itself. It also creates a Bone Storm, which is nice if you have it max. It creates a Bone Storm per cast if you get it all the way max, which you can do with the orb as well if you don't have the thingies for it. Also, hello Anderson, hello Garuda, welcome, welcome. Can't Dustbringer with Pharaoh Khafre do the entire Underspire? Yes, you can just spam hero weapon. There's actually a couple hero weapons from Kedar that aren't too bad. Let's see, what's the whole list? Kedar. Where are they? But if you have it, you could definitely go down that route. I think for the video I showed Creeping Death because it was cheaper. But yes, you can go Dustbringer. I did that for the higher rarity team. But I guess I could have gone even higher and went for Dustbringer. I mostly just showed it with Creeping Death just because it's a little bit more accessible for the copy-paste. Because a lot of people skip on Dustbringer. I would still advise getting all the components for it because it could take a while whenever you do want to get it, like maybe if you want it for this week. But where's my team? There it is. But yeah, I showed it with Creeping Death, but you can just go Dustbringer if you so choose instead. The main reason I did this is to not block on Brown, but you can also just do this and then, you know, your Pharaohs feed back into it with Brown. It just comes down to which one you'll end up wanting to do. Yeah, you can go either way, either Dustbringer or Creeping Death. Or it just comes down to preference. This, of course, has a lot more Deathmark. You actually get 4 times Deathmark instead of 2. But this has a substantially lower mana cost, but does not use Brown, so you can't use Pharaoh to get back into it. But you can still get your mana through Explode, you can still get your mana through his purple, So you're still going to be getting mana for it, so... I don't know, either way. Or it just depends on what you have. But both of them basically effectively do the same thing. Or at least very, very similarly. Oh, hello, Genki! Welcome, welcome! You missed the quest reading! Pretty sure you could do the voice acting way better than whatever we just did. But hey, we had fun with it. Anyways, let me go clear out all the other dailies real quick. Also, I might need to go get a water real quick because I am so thirsty after doing that reading. Actually, you know what? Let me go hand out a code right now. And we'll hand out a few more codes a little bit later to stream. But let me go hand out a code right now and go get a quick water. Because I'm so thirsty after doing that reading. I already went through a whole water. Alright, 1 second. Let me go get you guys the code and I'll be back in 1 minute. Can you use auto battles on these? I don't think you can. But in all fairness, it's already a one-shot battle. I don't think I need auto battle. I wish auto battle worked in more areas in this game. Alright, there you guys go. Enjoy it. There's the code. Apparently one of them's already dead from a skull. I'll be back in 1 second. I need to go get a water. Alright, be right back. Oh, yeah. Oh gosh, this is like such a tight fit now with how I have the screen. 1 second. Alright, we're back. Oi. Chair stream. Alright, where were we? What are we doing? Oh yeah, campaign. Almost already completed. Oh, it's kind of funny. We got a campaign task to kill purple. Yeah, we also have a Legends Reborn task to kill purple. Anyways, what am I looking for? Oh, did I ever claim the reward? I didn't even claim the reward for completing it. Wait, you get 60 free purple kills? Wait, what? You know how easy that is? Well, I thought getting 200 purple kills was already, like, absurdly easy. They give you free 60 purple kills just for claiming this, for doing the questline thing. Oh, where's Elifie? It's behind the curtain currently. But look at that. Our number just went all the way from what it was to 135. I think it was at 75 earlier. Oh, we're almost there then. All we need to do is get math. Yeah, 65. 65 more purple kills and we'll be able to claim it all. That's weird. Why isn't it? Oh, because I haven't claimed the previous reward. I was like, wait, why isn't that showing it going all the way down? But it's because you have to claim the previous reward before you can get the next one. Alright, let's go get all 200 before we go claim them though. Alright, raid boss. We'll hold on that for just a second. Underspire, I guess I can show Underspire real quick. Actually, I don't have it on copy paste. Let me go grab it real quick. So which team are we running for Underspire? I'm gonna run this initially, but you know what? I will probably try the Dustbringer one once we get a little deeper. Is there a way that we can make this even quicker for the earlier range? Actually, is Dustbringer quicker? Well, I currently have it set to Elemental, so let me go like Archmagus into Dustbringer and see how that does, because it gets more exploded mana. So for the early range, it might actually be better. Honestly, for the whole range, it might honestly be better. I do need to change my banner for doing this, though. Purple, green, or purple, brown. Probably purple, brown. And it's minus blue. Alright, we're gonna roll with this, I guess. Go the Deathbringer route instead of the Creeping Death route. But if you don't have Creeping Death, Deathbringer is perfectly fine. I mean, sorry, not Deathbringer. I mean, Creeping Death is perfectly fine if you don't have Deathbringer. Yeah, it should be pretty free. I'm not going to do too many battles. I just kind of want to show the premise of the team. I think it's pretty straightforward. You just explode a bunch of stuff, instantly click your weapon, then start spamming your Rafamon, and your Rafamon will cleanse and feed back into your hero while also doing chip damage to the enemy. And you just rinse and repeat until you win. And of course you can use the Pharaohs to go back into your hero weapon, in this case. Before I was mostly just using them for the skull aspect, but in this team, while they are a little bit blocked by the brown, they also help you feed hero brown back into it. We were gonna ask where the bird is. Nice, nice. Exactly what we wanted. And there's the door. Alright, that's going to be probably all we do for Underspire for now. I just wanted to show the team, but it's pretty straightforward. Earlier fights, you just AoE them down. Later fights, you actually utilize your skull spam options. And the lower rarity team basically just goes all in skull spam. Going and buffing up your Tome Knight and then sculling out with both Skeleton and Apophysis, where your Bone Cutter is just your backup plan. Also the Skull Storm if you have it max, which is pretty convenient. Just got to be careful with the enemy going too crazy with value. But there's the first redeem code. Thank you, Isabel, for claiming it. And we'll have a few more in a little bit. Okay, next order of business. What do we have? Dungeon. Let's go do dungeon real quick. Come on, top three, top three, top three. No, boo. Oh, we got Curse Freeze. Well, at least it's the other way around, so it's not going to be as annoying. Angel has given you a choice between 10 purple pet food or 3 legendary ingots. Aw. I would take the 10 purple food. I was hello, Outlander. Welcome, welcome. Oh, pure miss. That is so bad. When did they shadow nerf Stellaryx? Can't just miss like that. Actually, I think it's better just to retreat at this point. But I'm in too deep. Did we actually just get a Deathmark kill? That's kind of funny. Oh, he has resummon. That's bad. I'm pretty sure it is quicker just to restart, but oh no, we're in too deep. Must keep going. Oh, so this thing is so bad. Essentia is so useless. If it wasn't for its 50% mana start trait, it'd be one of the worst troops in the entire game. If it wasn't for the fact that it gave 50% mana start to all dragons. At least we got a bunch of purple kills from that, if nothing else. Alright, raids. Okay, let's go do a raid now. I keep putting it off. Let's go do it now. Let me go grab our raid team. So for our raids this week, we have to use Bearer Lord. He will give you double score and has double magic. And our team otherwise is basically a Rothamon quick kill team. I do use the Dead Gauntlet here, but honestly, I kind of want to go Deathbringer again. I think I'm going to. At least for the earlier fights. Because we get a lot more value from using Deathbringer here. Actually, so much so, I'm actually gonna go double Pharaoh, I think. I will be changing this team later, probably. I forgot that's not how you spell them. Hey, there we go. But yeah, I think for the earlier fights, I'm going to do this. I might switch once we get a little bit deeper. As far as the beginning fights, we're going to go down this route initially. Purple, brown, brown, purple. Which way do we go? I guess as I'm doing this, I can go Archmagus now or something similar. I guess I'll minus yellow. Because I don't want to minus green. Minusing blue, I guess, is okay. Because realistically, we're exploding all of his mana. And we just go Archmagus. Oh no, but if that's the case, I don't really need yellow. Let me just do the minus yellow. Because we don't really care if he gets full mana. But we do sometimes care if Barrel Lord gets full mana. And of course, we have to use Barrel Lord on our team. Yeah, let's do this initially. Because for the earlier fights, this is going to be way quicker. Same reason why we switched it out for Underspire. Or Underworld. Or Underspire was right the first time. Is at the earlier fights, this is going to be way quicker. We will eventually need to change our team. But for the super early fights, it's way better just to go for that quick kill. And if you don't have this, just run Creeping Death. You get Creeping Death from 250 wins from the Necromancer hero class if you don't already have it. So you can easily obtain it at any point. Just run some quick kill explore. You can get it done in a couple hours or less. Even more than Gargantar? Well, Gargantar's a mythic, not a legend, though. They're in a different category. Can't really compare them. Though some mythics are even worse because of that, because they have an even higher mana cost for an even worse ability. AKA Gargantar. So I guess sometimes the mythics can actually be worse than legends in that regard. Because if they're both equally bad, the mythic is technically worse. In the sense that it has a higher mana cost for the equally bad aspect. Val Raven. Which I'll probably use up every last sigil. And we'll hand out a code once we hit 0. How many are we at right now? 13? Oh, that shouldn't take too long. These battles are pretty quick. And they'll probably head over to PvP, which I think is the last thing we really need to go clear out. Hey, that reminds me, I wonder if I lost a rank or not. We did get high enough that we wouldn't lose a rank, but I haven't double checked to see beyond that. So I know, we'll find out in a moment. Gosh, these explodey guys are so nice. The amount of quality of life from mana accumulation is so much better than Takshaka. Like, Takshaka is great, and it's still better in situations where you have a chance of losing. But these things are just so much more consistent for mana. Because Takshaka, worst comes to worst, can give you nothing and give the enemy everything. It's like the difference between, gosh, Elspeth. Like Elspeth back in the day compared to when Leprechaun came out. It's basically the difference between Takshaka and Pharaoh Khafre. It's way better to have the 100% consistent option, even if it ends up doing slightly less mana sometimes. Just because you're always getting at least some amount of value. Whereas worst case scenario with things like Elspeth and Takshaka and similar things is you get absolutely nothing and you give the enemy infinite mana. Which is really, really bad compared to things like this, which give you guarantee some amount of value. Even if it does super horrible, it's still giving you some value. Which is better than nothing. Or backfiring. It can still backfire, but not in the same way that the other ones do. Because you're not like creating a gem that the enemy gets to immediately use, you're just giving them a board state. Which could be a bunch of extra turns, but generally isn't that common. At least compared to missing a gem spam. And of course we just use the raid boss to kill out the raid troop every single time. The Disbringer kills out the front 3 and the weapon kills out the other. We will eventually switch to the Skull team because eventually we will hit a point where killing them with Skulls will be quicker than killing them with a Dustbringer. But at this current level range, it is quicker just to kill them with a Dustbringer. Or Creeping Death if you don't have Dustbringer. Because if you don't have Dustbringer this week, you can't craft it this week. You have to get all 3 to components, so if you don't already have them, you are out of luck, unfortunately. But you can easily just replace it out with the very accessible Creeping Death. Which is why in the video I mentioned with the Creeping Death option. There's things like Creeping Death, as well as, or sorry, things like Dustbringer as well as the Ruby weapon. Even once the Ruby weapon is craftable, a lot of people still won't have it because they may have missed one of the weapons in the past. That actually will be craftable free to play in about a month from now. At least sometime next month. I forget the exact date. But sometime next month, the Ruby weapon will finally be not paywalled. But it has the same issue as Dustbringer, in that if you don't have all 3 of the components on a given week, you won't be able to go and use it. So it's good to get them way in advance, even if you don't plan on using them for much. Because when you do eventually end up needing it, you might not have it, like this week. Wait, is it next week already? I thought it was in October. Oh wow, that's really soon then. That's like Monday video title soon. So I'm pretty sure that's the biggest thing happening next week. Oh, that's actually massive if so. I might honestly cover a whole video just on Ruby weapon teams. Or at least a gold farming video on it. If nothing else. Yep, Blighted Lands. Yep, that'd be the last one, I think. Actually, completely forget, so that might be the last one. I really kept track of it too much because we've already had it the whole time. But it is pretty huge. It's one of the strongest weapons in the game. And it's been paywalled for like 9 months now. Which actually I believe the longest a good weapon has ever been paywalled for. They've done similar times for weapons before, but they weren't good. This is the first time where like an absurdly good weapon has been paywalled for this long. Which is a little unfortunate. That'll be finally technically available tomorrow. I mean next week. Did I say tomorrow? You know what I mean. Oh yeah, did anyone check SoulForge yet? Have they fixed it yet or mentioned anything on the forum? Because they should be in the office right now. There's a good chance within the next hour or two they're going to fix it. And by that I mean the craftable Gem Dragon and Cosmic Dragon. It'll probably require a game restart though. I currently don't see it in mine. I'll try restarting soon. Maybe after we go hand out the code after finishing out this, we'll go check again. Because I'm really hoping they do it before the end of the stream. Otherwise, we're probably not going over it until Friday unless I make like a little mini video on it tomorrow or something. The only problem is a video like that would be like 3 to 5 minutes long. Like, there isn't much to say. I say that, the video will probably get to like 20 minutes somehow. Okay, it's not there yet. Okay, I won't try restarting then. What I will do is as soon as we run out of sigils here, we'll go hand out a code. And we'll probably head over to PvP. Which I think is the last thing we need to finish for the week. Or, you know, currently. That we can end up doing. Oh, so we should have the 200 purple kills by then as well. Probably already have it by now. Getting at least one guaranteed one every single time with the thing. Did we just get back-to-back Val Raven? Am I going crazy? Did we just get back-to-back? Pretty sure we just got back-to-back. That's actually really rare. But it normally happens when you get one Val Raven very late and the other one very early. one random skull kill. It reminds me, what are the extra effects on Deathbringer? I use Deathbringer so rarely. It gets nothing. Oh well. I was hoping it would have like one good effect here. I see why I almost never use Deathbringer. Why did they make Deathbringer so bad? I think the worst part about Deathbringer is it's 5 higher mana cost than Dawnbringer. If this was 20 mana cost, I feel like I would use it a lot. Like way more than Black Manacle. The biggest issue this weapon has always had is 25 mana cost. The reason it's so high is because it's 4 times Death Mark. But to have 5 higher mana cost than Dawnbringer, just because you do 4 times Death Mark, is kind of absurd. I really wish they would have lowered it. Like, the highest it should ever be is 22. 25 is just too high for what it is. A lot of times you don't even use the Death Mark aspect anyways. Is the main reason why we use Dawnbringer so much if we do use it in a team rather than Deathbringer. Is the 5 higher mana cost is pretty huge. 1 or 2 wouldn't be that bad, but 5 is very big compared to not 5. Oh, so we had alignment and then we didn't have alignment. Whoops. Should have probably rechecked after the explosion, but well. Alright, final fight unless this is Val Raven. At least for raids this week. And we'll do some more this Friday, if the guild hasn't already finished it by then. There's still quite a few people already carry a ton of points already. Isabel being on that list. Looks like several people already did all their battles for the week, like immediately. I think that's all the people who buy tier 6, like right off the bat. Because yeah, look at that. Look at those high scores. Actually, where are we on rewards? Pretty low, but I think that's because we have like a third of the guild at 0. Actually, more than a third. Pretty much half the guild's at 0 right now. That is day 1, of course. Alright, look at the bare minimum club. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4 people at the bare minimum club. Welcome, welcome. Alright, let me go collect all this junk. Anything good? Nothing. Okay, next order of business. Redeem code number 2. Here you guys go. And we'll have another one a little bit later. Also, 1 week from today, I believe I'm going to be handing out the Talk Like a Pirate Day pet, one of the old ones. So if you still need it, we will have it, if you're missing any of them. I do not recall which one it is. But I do know that we have one. Because I believe next week's Talk Like a Pirate Day. Which, what day exactly is Talk Like a Pirate Day, out of curiosity? Let's see, Google. Talk Like a Pirate Day 2024, yeah, that one. It is on September 19th, Thursday. So yeah, the Monday before that we'll hand out the thing. Which is, what date is that? Why doesn't this bring up calendar when I click on it? It's so weird. I don't like that. There we go. The 16th. So yeah, on the 16th we'll hand out the Talk Like a Pirate Day pet, which is 1 week from today. Anyways, and we get the pet on Wednesday as well, the day before that, the in-game one for 2024. But we'll be handing out the Monday before that. But Wednesday's the in-game version. Monday's the one we're going to hand out. Anyways. Alright, well, what order of business now? We did that, we did that, we did that. Just double checking all the thingies. We finished all of our purple kills, right? Let me go claim that. No, we still need a few more. What I can go claim is all the campaign stuff. Oh, no, I can't. Because those weren't actual real purple kills earlier. That was like the extra bit that we got from the thing. Alright, let's just do some PvP then, real quick. Nothing special we need to do there. We have to take out either Elemental or... what's the other one? Fae. Honestly, I'm probably going to do Fae just because Elemental is going to be annoying. Elemental's a better team, but because it's a better team, I kind of don't even want to do it. We get Silver Marks, though. Silver Marks kind of convincing me. What do I gotta run for Elemental team these days? I feel like Elemental is so strong, yet every time I want to build an Elemental team, I feel like it's so weak. A lot of extra turn stuff, but the problem is you have to run with Elementalists against the opposing team. Or, you know, like you have to... like, you're guaranteed gonna have Elementalists on the opposing team. I think that's the main thing that makes this feel really clunky. Because it's always Elementalists versus Elementalists. And even though you have so many good options, you're gonna be against such an annoying team. So yeah, I think I'm gonna pass. Because we're going to be able to get those on the gold marks later. So I'm just going to do Fae, I think. Fae is a worse team, but it should be easier. Oh, we could use the new Fox that's still on drop table. I don't think we're going to go down that route, though. This is the thing that gets extra damage here, so I'll probably use that. And just build around that. Faye. Don't we have, what's her name? Queen Titania? Because if so, we're going all in on a Queen Titania build. Daughter of Time. Ooh, we could do a Daughter of Time build. Tempting, tempting, tempting. Very tempting. Just double checking. Yeah, we do have access to Queen Titania. Also tempting. What if I go one and put a hero weapon on it? Because I can just wand. Alright, yeah, wand, Glacia, Child of Summer, Queen Titania. Honestly, at this point, I almost just want to go double Queen Titania. I just dropped Child of Summer. The reason we kind of need Child of Summer, though, is for the initial mana to get rolling. So yeah, I'm going to keep it, I guess. Alright, what do we need? Just a red, double red banner is probably fine. And then run, like, mech just to get this spell. Because I don't have it naturally on this team unless I want to curse with wand. And we should be good to go. Alright, don't think we need anything else there. Also, one other nice thing, too, is this place is going to have a lot more purples. So we'll easily hit that purple kill count, regardless of what we kill. This will get us there a little quicker. Not 13 plus red. Come on, 13 plus red, go. Oh, wait, oops, I thought you converted green. No! You converted away brown. I looked at it wrong. Whoops. I thought it did green. Like, green would make logical sense, but it's not the one that it does. Wow, double damage on her. So much damage. It's a little bit weird that it doesn't automatically show the double, though. But it is doing double. You can tell just by the sheer amount of damage that's doing. Alright, somehow not full mana. Yeah, just double checking there isn't some kind of weird something. There definitely is. Alright, now we can go in. Alright, maybe I do drop this, because really it's just feeding into our weapon. Glacier's our main win condition, and I'd rather have another Fair Fire than have the Empower, I think. Almost every starting board, we're not even using her anyways. Alright, there we go. Even more power. I guess I could change the banner here too, but oh well. Because we can use that one very broken maze banner that they still haven't fixed, which is really funny. Did they even address that on the forum at any point yet? Because that is hilariously broken. I wish I would just keep it broken at this point. This is the second time it's happened. Just leave it broken. Just make it just for no reason the strongest banner to ever exist. For no other reason than it happened twice. Because they still haven't fixed Maze Banner. They did. Like, initially it was broken. And then they said it was a feature, but then they fixed it, but then they unfixed it even harder. The Maze Banner. I could find it in all this mess. Where is it? Maze Banner, Maze Banner, Maze Banner, Maze Banner, Maze Banner. Where is it? There it is. Maze Banner. +3 red, +2 green. And obviously -1. It was originally +2, +2, -1. It was then fixed to what it should have always been, which was +2, +1, -1. And now it's +3, +2, -1. Yeah, I have no clue how this keeps happening, but it does. Every few patches it gets changed. Oh, so this is one of the few instances where the Immortal actually comes in really handy. I wish all the Immortals were this useful. Like, half of them are nearly dead content, even in their location. There's one of the few where it's like very average if you use it outside of its location, but it's almost always one of your best options when you use it in its location. And I feel like that's a really good balance for the Immortals. And I wish more of them were in this category. Ossifer is the only one that's really above. There's only like 5 of them that are in like the same category of Immortal Glacia. But I feel like I'm only ever using Immortal Glacia. I'm not sure why. Probably because of the restriction that it's in, you don't normally have as many options for compared to the other ones, which you normally have a lot more options for. Oh, that's a big miss. But we can actually lose this if we're not careful. We still have Immortal Glacia alive. Oh, this is the other Immortal Glacia. Oh, wait. Oh, that's funny. I just noticed that now. This isn't a real Immortal Glacia. This is the, I was wondering why we're doing so little damage to it. Yeah, that would explain it. This is that special, whatever you call it, troop. Still gotta be careful, though. We can actually still lose this. And that should be matched if we can get this down. There we go. And one last fight. Yeah, Queen Titania is nice. She's still basically the best Fairy Fire option in the game after like 7 or 8 years. We've got a few alternatives, but as far as overall value, she's still the best, surprisingly. I do hope we eventually get a mythic that actually is better than her. We've gotten mythics that do Fairy Fire, but the problem is they're support troops. Not like damage troops that have extra turn potential with really decent damage output relative to mana cost. Like, we need a damage Fairy Fire mythic that isn't horrible. Because Queen Titania has reigned supreme for a little too long. It's kind of like Leprechaun, where we finally got Kafru to kind of replace Leprechaun, as well as technically Takshaka to some degree. But now I really need that for Queen Titania. It's one of those troops that have been meta for like a surprisingly absurd amount of time. Like, she came out, and I want to say like 2016? 2015? I'm pretty sure 2016. And to this day, is still the best Fairy Fire option overall as far as the full package of the troop. Alright, there we go. Oh no! I wonder if I already had that max. That means all those battles I couldn't have gotten Valhawks for. That's unfortunate. Let me go grab 2 sets real quick. Is this the same color so I could just do a team real quick? Ah, no, I gotta build a team. Boo. Actually, it's blue. I could just copy paste it. Wait, I got a solution. Wait. Hold. There we go. Alright, problem solved. Wait, is this the right one? Yeah, that's the right one. Just making sure. Alright, we'll clear out this, we'll clear out the middle one, and then we'll go get our 3 Valhawks real quick. And then we'll probably end it there for now. I'm gonna go hand out another code. Here you guys go. Because I'm pretty sure that's the last thing we need to go do. Just want to go side grind something. Like a little more Underspire or something. There you guys go. There is the redeem code used on gemsover.com for the game code section. Your invite code is in the settings menu. Redeem code is right over there in chat. And give same reward as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Enjoy, everyone. As Isabel mentioned, definitely feel free to leave a like on the stream. Helps a lot and is greatly appreciated. Thank you. If you guys still have any other questions or anything you want me to go over, do let me know. Because our next stream won't be until Friday. Though I might do a little mini video once they update the troop. There's going to be a very, very short video if we do. Like, you know, the Soulforge thingy. There's not really too much to mention. It really comes down to what is its cost. Is it going to be too much? Is it going to be too little? The too little would kind of be a good thing. Could you explain what you need to do daily for PvP, please? And what do Valhawks do? Okay. So there are basically 3? I guess technically 2 PvP dailies. Let me just go through them real quick. Alright, so every PvP daily. Let's go start from the top. Alright, every PvP daily in the game. You have these 3 Valhawks. In order to get these 3 Valhawks, all you have to do is go to any PvP location and do battles. The easiest way to do this is just go to Central with whatever your best team is. And just keep taking the weakest fight over and over again. And this will give you your 3 Valhawks the quickest way possible. What do you do with those Valhawks? You do the second part of the daily. You can get up to 10 or 11 of these crystals until you're not allowed to get any more. Once you hit this threshold, you won't be able to get any more Valhawks until you go and use these. In order to use these, you can go to any location and get a temporary buff. The buff lasts for 1 hour, and if you do it for all 5 battles, which you should generally do, you'll get it for 5 hours. The main reason why you want to do all 5 is not actually for the buff itself, though you can utilize the buff a little bit, but it's for these 2 little tokens. They double your VP for a specific battle, and this is really good for getting just some of the seasonal events done. Like, for example, your weekly goal every single week of hitting 6,500 can help you do that. It can help you do the seasonal goal, which lasts for 11 weeks, which is the PvP season. We've already finished this on like day 2 or 3 or something because we power grinded it. However, this lasts for 77 days. And yeah, you can complete that within that time. There's 1 month left currently remaining, 27 days specifically. And it helps you get the 180,000 that you need for this. And the other thing that can help with is leaderboard. So if you're trying to go up on leaderboard or to try to get the first few places so you can get a bunch of gold marks, you could do it with that too. It doubles your VP for a specific fight, which you can end up utilizing by going just to any battle and then clicking on the little thingy over here, which will double your victory points for one specific battle. And those are all of them. So basically just those 3. And that's all you have to do. It's relatively short. The most annoying thing with it is the Valhawks are pretty inconsistent. There are 1 in 5 chance that you get them per fight, but they're not guaranteed with any kind of pity system. Sometimes it'll take you 1 fight, other times it could take you like 20 plus to find one. And you gotta find 3 of them. Also, they do not appear in the monolith fights, only the normal fights. Which is pretty much the bulk of the fights you're doing anyways. There's also technically one other daily, though we already did it already. There's a daily where whenever the crosshairs are over one of the kingdoms, which happens 5 times a week, you can end up getting some gold marks and other resources for doing it. That's when we were doing the Fae between the elemental one. You can tell based on whichever one has the crosshair on a given day. You can also tell based on your alliance thing. I believe it shows, yeah, the vulnerable now. And then you can do your fights until you have 0 sigils left. You want to do them all in one single location. Normally the one that's easier. In this case, Fae is most likely easier. Especially since pretty much everyone has access to Immortal Glacia. Whereas you might not have access to the meta elemental teams at a given moment. Alright, what we're doing. Oh yeah, give me my other magic buff, and then we'll go hunt the Valhawk. Oh, that's not it. Grab the other one. And then we'll just camp central until we get our 3 Valhawks. Should a Fae team, please? Oh yeah, I can go show the Fae team. The Fae team we ended up running was basically just Queen Titania spam. I did use Wand, which you might have not access to, but you can use any mana accumulation weapon there. I just happened to use Wand. But it was Wand, Immortal Glacia, and a double Queen Titania. If I'm not mistaken, isn't Leprechaun in this category? Yeah, so you can do Leprechaun. You have access to Leprechaun as well, which is a really good mana accumulation option if you don't have Wand. What else do we have here? You have Leprechaun into what's her name? Child of Time. No, something of Time. What's her name? Time something something. Daughter of Time. But Leprechaun into Daughter of Time is going to be really, really good. It gives you a lot of extra turn potential. So doing that combo of Daughter of Time into Leprechaun is going to be really good instead of double Queen Titania if you don't have it. And then if you don't have Wand, just replace it for a mana accumulation weapon. And just run Immortal Glacia as your only damage source. Will be a little bit of liability if she dies, but you could easily run her as your only damage and probably be fine. If you lack everything else. Actually, this one ended up going down the Leprechaun route too. Didn't use Daughter of Time though, surprisingly. That should be the final one we need to go do, and then we can just camp the middle until we get our Valhawks then. Alright, perfect. And now we should have 25 extra magic. Oh no, I did the purple one, never mind. So we only have 16 extra magic right now. But still, 16 more than nothing. Hey, a pet gnome. Do we have a pet active guild? I'm not sure if we currently do. I'm gonna assume no, but I did recall seeing one earlier. Oh, we're about to find out. We didn't! Aw, we got a bad one though. Boo. Unfortunate. I really wish they would change how pet drops work. I still really wish they would make it so whoever triggers the pet gets one that they don't have maxed. Because it would greatly encourage you to be the person who actually triggers the pet. Because you know for sure that, you know, whatever you're triggering is one you don't have. But, yeah, they haven't done that. It's a system that really needs some reworking. It has never been touched, and there is, like, 20 times more pets than what was originally released. And the system has not scaled particularly well with with how many more pets there are now. It's a system that really needs a rework that they still haven't. Because that was added back in, I want to say, 2017, 2018? And they haven't touched the system since. So we already had our second Valhawk. We're actually getting pretty lucky for once. I feel like we've been on a very dry streak recently for them. That's like our fourth fight, and we already have 2. 4 fight as far as ones that can give us Valhawk. Because the monolith fights and the other little daily fight doesn't count towards it. You can tell because it's all the limited time modes. Like all the ones that have like a set amount of battles that you can do. But the ones that you can infinitely do all give you the Valhawk chance. Oh, there we go. Wow, that was really quick. That was like, what, 6 fights? And the quicker we've had in a while. Except for all those super dry ones. Yeah, there we go. Easy as that. And now we can do a third buff if we want, though I have no need for it. Perfect. Grab our other 2 redeem codes. I just realized, did they do a wrong amount of gold again? Wait, where's my redeem code I just claimed? She did it again! No! She did it again! We're getting gypped on gold! They really should rework what's even in these keys, or these redeem codes. But yeah, look at that, we got gypped! Oh no. It's supposed to be 2,500 gold, not 250. Luckily, the difference between those numbers isn't that big a deal, but still. Ah, there we go. And that's everything for PvP, as well as everything for everything. Before we end, though, let's go grab our stuff. So, of course, with the Legends Reborn, we can go claim all this. Definitely make sure to get all the free ones. They are as free gets. You should very easily be able to get 200 purple kills over the course of the 1 week period. Not to mention, doing this quest line that you should be doing anyways counts as 60. So, that's already... Plus, you're going to get some during. So that alone is almost already half of them. And then you get all these free ones as well. This is from like doing the quest line. And then if you want to spend, I believe it's like 1,350 gems, you can also get all these, which is a max pet for 1,350, which in itself is already worth it. But then you also get enough pet food to max out 2 pets, as well as enough to max out 1 single mythic. So if you can scrap together those gems this week, it's probably worth it. 10 Imperials as well, which is pretty nice. And there we go. I might as well go max out all these pets now as well. Unfortunately, you don't get enough copies to max out this pet on the free side. That's one thing that's a little bit annoying about this new rework, is you get enough to max out every single pet except for this one. Actually, that's not true. I guess they added it to the paid side over there. That's dumb. I forgot. Yeah, you'd have to go buy the purple deed books for like 50 bucks to max out the second tier one. That is really dumb. Why did they put it there? That is so dumb. That's really weird. Why? Why would you do that? And that makes it so you get even less copies, technically, of the mythic, which would kind of be the whole reason you'd even go for it. Anyways, I'm gonna go upgrade all the pets. Oh, we don't own pets. Unowned. Oh yeah, I forgot. There's a billion of them because we still need to go get the all the immortal pets. was like, wait, why is there so many? But it's because almost all these are an immortal pet. The only one that isn't an immortal pet is the one that came out today. That's $5 money locked. I'm not going to bother getting until it becomes in the free drop table, which should be as early as next week. I believe these do immediately come into drop table. Of course, the chance of getting them is absurdly unlikely. But it's been taking me like a year to get them normally, you know, passively. I don't like try to seek them out. But you do eventually get them. Anyways, upgradable. Let's go upgrade whatever we have left, get whatever rewards we get from that. So we got this little chalice thingy. Unfortunately, you only get enough to get it to level 6. Which is not a lot. Or not level 6, level 10, I mean. Only enough to get up to the epic rarity. Better than nothing, but it's one of those weird ones that don't get maxed. What does get maxed, though, is we get a maxed Ancient Horror for +5 all stats to Ancient Horror, which I believe does apply when it gets summoned. And we also get enough to max out if you spend the gems for it. Why did it go away? There we go. You also get enough to upgrade the Medea one, which is a full AoE troop, so you do get to hit all enemies with it, which is one of the few troop types that does gain a pretty big benefit from having 5 higher magic, as well as 5 to all stats in general, but the magic one being the most relevant one of them. And there we go. And that's everything for it. Let's go check our mail. And we get 2 orbs and a handful of gems. Anything good in them? No, unfortunate. But anyways, guys, I think we're going to be calling it there for now. We will be back on Friday night, an hour and a half prior to now tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm not sure if I'm going to have any videos going up in between. I might have a very, very brief video just going over the Soulforge change. Actually, let me go try something real quick. I'm going to restart the game real quick and see if we can get ourselves the update. I want to see if they fixed the Soulforge yet. If not, I might cover a little mini video on it tomorrow or whenever they do fix it. Just very, very, very briefly, just kind of mentioning my thoughts on it and everything. On if how worth it is, what threshold is like worth it, everything like that. As far as the guesstimation math. I'm not going to math out like exact data probably, but you know, just like a quick analysis on it. But yeah, they haven't fixed it yet. I think they said they were going to do it once they get into the office, and it should be about noon in Australia right now. So hopefully they get around to that soon, TM. They'll probably do it in like 1 hour after I end the stream. So hello, Juwan, and thank you for stopping by. Hello and goodbye. Welcome, welcome. Anyways, guys, thanks for stopping by, everyone. We'll be back this Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, well, if we have a video up, we'll probably be a brief video on the troop thingy. And we're probably going to be streaming this Thursday midday to go do old school RuneScape. Try to finish out that game. We probably won't be able to finish it all during that time, but gotta make some progress on it. Also, why does it say I still have a reward to claim here? Why is it blinking? That's bothering me. It's like blinking as if I have a reward, but the only thing I can do is spend money. I'm being scammed. It's telling me I have a reward there, and there's no reward. The only thing there is spend money. Because I didn't claim this yet for our stats. You know why I didn't check yet? Did we actually get magic from this campaign? Because we've been getting a lot of campaigns in a row recently where we get like nothing from them. I gotta double check. Hopefully we get at least 4, if not more. We're getting a lot of campaigns in a row where we're getting like 6, but we've had so many recently where we get like 0 or 2. Okay, good. We did get 6 this time. And the first magic comes in on week 4, week 5. Oh, nice. And week 8. And 4 and 5 is where we're going to get most of it then. Oh, yeah, that's not too bad. That's actually a pretty good distribution. No HP, but we're already at 3 attack and 4 magic by week 5. Not bad. Yeah, honestly, pretty high offense this time. Because armor is also more of an offense option than HP normally. Because of Rowain, Guard's Avatar, Tesla, stuff like that. But yeah, 6 magic, 6 attack by week 8's not bad. Yeah, stat distribution's actually quite a bit better this time around. Very low HP, but that's like the least consequential one for offense these days. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for stopping by. And goodbye, everyone. Thanks for watching.